Let's be real for a second. One of the biggest mental traps we fall into today is comparing ourselves to other people. We look at someone's highlight reel on social media and think, dang, why is their life so put together and mine's such a mess? But here's the thing, you and them, you're not on the same path. And if a fish keeps trying to fly like a bird, it's going to spend its whole life feeling like a failure, even if it's got the power to swim across the entire ocean. In today's world of Instagram likes, YouTube fame, and TikTok virality, we're constantly comparing, constantly doubting, constantly feeling like we're not enough. And that kind of thinking, it slowly eats away at your confidence, your joy, even your purpose. So if you've ever caught yourself thinking, I'll never be as good as them, then this story's for you. Sit back and listen closely. Because every line might just flip the way you see your life. There was this small town, somewhere out in the countryside. Simple, peaceful, real tight-knit. And in that town lived a kid named Ethan. Ethan was a good dude, kind-hearted, always putting in the work. But he had this one habit that messed with his head every single day. He kept comparing himself to everyone around him. His buddy Liam, straight-A student, always killing it in school. Ethan would think, man, I wish I was that smart. His neighbor Ryan, dude was loaded, fancy car, big house. Ethan would sigh and say, must be nice to have all that money. Even when he saw someone sprinting at the park, he'd go, why can't I be that athletic? Every single time it chipped away at his self-esteem. Eventually it got so bad Ethan couldn't focus. He stopped enjoying things he used to love. In his mind, he was just never enough. Now, in that same town lived a wise old man. Everyone called Grandpa Joe. He was one of those people who always knew just what to say to make things click. Ethan, feeling low, went to him and said, Grandpa, I work hard, but no matter what, I feel like I'm always behind, like I'll never catch up to everyone else. Grandpa Joe gave him a kind smile and said, meet me tomorrow morning by the oldest tree in town. I've got something to show you. Next morning, Ethan shows up. Grandpa Joe's already waiting. He says, take a look around. What do you see? Ethan looks and goes, well, there are a bunch of different trees. Some tall, some short. Some have fruit, some don't. Grandpa Joe chuckles and says, now imagine the apple tree complaining, why am I not as tall as that coconut tree? Or the coconut tree whining, why don't I have sweet apples like that guy over there? Ethan laughs and says, that'd be ridiculous. Exactly, Grandpa Joe says. But isn't that what you're doing? Every tree in this forest has its own thing. They're all different. But look around. It's beautiful, right? Peaceful? Ethan nods. Yeah, it feels right. Just like life, Grandpa Joe said. You're trying so hard to be like everyone else, you forgot your own gifts. The apple tree's sweet. The coconut tree's strong. They're both valuable in their own way. Then Grandpa Joe takes Ethan down to a nearby pond. Fish are swimming. Birds are flying overhead, he points and says. Now imagine one of those fish looking up and saying, man, I wish I could fly like that bird. How silly would that be? Ethan smiles and says, pretty silly. Fish aren't meant to fly. Exactly, Grandpa Joe said. Fish swim. Birds fly. And you? You've got your own purpose too. Stop looking at someone else's lane and start walking strong in your own. That day, something clicked inside Ethan. He realized that comparison was stealing his joy. So, he stopped worrying about being like Liam or Ryan or anybody else. He started focusing on what he could do, what he was good at. And you know what? Over time, Ethan got his confidence back. He found his passion, built his own business, and ended up becoming the kind of success story he used to look up to. Whenever people asked him, how'd you do it? He'd smile and say, never compare yourself to others. If a fish tries to fly, it'll always feel like a failure. But if it swims like it's meant to, it can own the whole damn ocean. So next time you catch yourself scrolling, wishing you were someone else, take a breath. Remind yourself, you've got your own timing. Your own gifts. Your own story. The sun and the moon don't shine at the same time, but they're both necessary. If this story hit home for you, give it a like, drop a comment about your biggest takeaway, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, don't forget to subscribe. We've got more stories just like this one. to keep you motivated and focused on what really matters. See you in the next video.